Okay, here we go. All fueled up. Off to Suffolk Triumph for my Bonneville T100's first MOT. Due on Sunday. Or runs out Sunday. Due before that, of course. So I've now had the bike for 2 years and 9 months. So it was pre-registered when I bought it. 0 miles, just pre-registered, sitting in the showroom. Something to do with the quota they have to do for registrations. And I got a nice, healthy £650 off of the recommended retail price. Now, consequently, these bikes are really holding their value at the moment. With the launch of the new Triumph 1200 T120, the 1200 version of this really, I still think that these bikes are still going to hold their value. There may well be quite a big wave of part exchanges, T100s for T120s for a few months, or especially initially anyway. Apparently orders are really coming in fast for these new bikes. But once that settles down, I really don't think that these are going to drop in value. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised to see them increase in value a bit. This bike currently, showroom prices, would sell for the same as, or maybe even a couple of £100 more than what I paid for it. The only issue for this particular bike is I've used it. So, I don't know if you can see the clock, but it's 10,018 miles. Now, if this only had 3,000 miles on it, it would be going via a dealer for something like 6,300, 6,400, because these bikes have gone up in price over the last couple of years. In terms of the recommended retail price, Triumph have pushed their prices up, consequently making the second-hand value, keeping it pretty stable. Especially with the £650 discount I got on this bike initially. What it's going to be like with the mileage I've got on it, what the sort of price I might get for it then, that's what I'm going to ask today. Because I am contemplating the swap myself from the T100 to the T120. The only thing is I do have a personalised plate on this, and I was very lucky to get T100 and my initials MKD. So if you've seen that number plate around, this is me. And now I'm having to go at this video blogging lark. So this really, I've done it before, but I didn't do it very well. My voice didn't sound very good. I think I was whispering too much rather than speaking properly. So now I'm actually really going to try and produce some good videos that I hope that people will want to watch. And I think one of the things I think I've got to be careful of is time factor as well, because I can record my trips. I love recording my trips and I love watching them back, but I do understand that some of them might be a bit boring for some people, especially if you're not saying anything. But then it could be equally as boring if, like now, you're just saying low dribble. So it's, you know, swings and roundabouts, and it's thinking about what is best to do. And only really experience is going to tell me that, isn't it? So I just need to, you know, take it easy, see what sort of comments I get, if any. See if anyone watches it first of all. Anyway, I'm going to start doing like topics and things like that, but for now, as I say, this is really the initial test. I've just got the Ghost S again. I initially bought one on a nice reduced price. I seem to get quite a few things at reduced prices. From Colchester Kawasaki, when they had their fantastic 25% off everything in the store. They usually do that about once a year. And then I really didn't take to this video logging, and I felt it was too big on the side of my helmet and camera, so I decided to sell it, and I sold that for just over what I paid for it. And I got this Stealth 2 recently, And the Stealth 2 camera, good camera, lovely little camera, hardly noticeable, but no external mic, so the wind noise was atrocious. And I used that on my trip to France with my friend Peter. For 5 days we went, and it was a fantastic trip, and I've got some great memories and I've got some great videos, but they're spoiled by the wind noise. So I'm now using the external mic on the Drift Ghost S, which is the camera I've got now today, but it's not their mic, it's the mic that come with my Interphone Pro kit for the Shui Neotech helmet I'm wearing. And this microphone does have a nice solid bar around the front of it, so the actual open part of the microphone is towards my mouth, and I'm really hoping that this is going to eliminate, along with this helmet of course, because it's so much quieter than the HJC helmet I also wear, is going to eliminate the wind noise. And that's what today's about really. It's about testing it. I don't usually come on the A12 to Ipswich, but I usually go through Manningtree and then up through the back roads through Wearsted, and maybe over the Orwell Bridge if I fancy it, or I go through Ipswich. But as I want to test wind noise, I think it's not a bad idea, and I am a little bit late, or running a little bit late. I thought I'd come down the A12, because at the end of the day, if there's very little wind noise down here, then I'm going to be alright practically anywhere, unless I end up in a Force 10 gal or something. So anyway, we'll see what happens. I've actually been waiting for about 2 weeks now. I've been thinking about getting this MOT done. I've been waiting for a dry day because I really don't like taking this bike out in the wet. It's just too nice a condition to be riding it around in soggy, muddy, wet roads. I know some of you do, and hats off to you, but I just have this funny thing in my mind about riding a bike like this that I really do want to keep in mint condition on a wet day. So it's not to mean say it hasn't got wet before, because I have been caught out a few times, but you know, I don't mind that so much. But I certainly wouldn't go out if it was raining at the time I was leaving. I just don't see the point in that. I think the Explorer does a great job when it comes to that. It's such a lovely ride, this. It really is a smooth ride. It's so much better once I changed the tyres, the standard tyres that Triumph supply with this bike, for the Avon Road Rider. Fantastic tyre. If you own a T100 or even a Bonneville, the slightly smaller version, I would highly recommend these Avon Road Riders. I think they look good, and I think the most important thing, they are fantastic tyre for gripping the road, and wear rate has been fantastic. I've currently done about 2,000 miles on them, and you wouldn't know. They look as good as new. Which does make me wonder if all of a sudden they're going to wear very quickly once you get past that initial kind of really nice tyre part. But I would have expected to have been past that at 2,000 miles anyway. However, this bike is not too demanding on the tyres that are fitted to it. And of course it depends how you ride it, doesn't it? Just flip open visor test now, see if that makes any difference to the wind noise. And close again. That was really an excuse for me to be able to scratch my nose. I'm hoping to come back from Suffolk Triumph today loaded up with brochures on the new Explorer range, brochures on the new T120 range, and maybe even the Thruxton R. The Thruxton R looks fantastic. Really does look a fantastic bike. Not my sort of thing with the drop handlebars, but I was wondering the feasibility of changing those handlebars for just straight bars, or maybe even the same bars that I've got on the T100 here. I think that would certainly suit my riding position, and it might actually look quite cool. It would be different. And the advantage of buying the Thruxton over the T120 is I would then probably keep the T100 because it would be a different bike, and the power ratio, or the power ratio, yeah, the way the engine has been tuned on the Thruxton is for more power than on the T120. T120 is highly tuned apparently for torque. And who knows, maybe even the track day on the Thruxton would be great fun. Okay, just approaching the Cop Dock roundabout now. Decision time, do I go through town or do I go over the Orwell Bridge? It's not too windy today. We'll go for the Orwell Bridge.